Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashya Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki. Warm welcome everyone to the study of Gajendra Moksha Pastime, and we'll continue with our study. And this is the final chapter. We will be on text 13, chapter 4. And can do it, chapter 4, text 13. And we hope and pray that all of us are getting enthused and lots of inspiration from this sweet, heartfelt, genuine, helpless, dependent prayers from Gajendra. As we were discussing now, prayers, they have to be heartfelt. If prayers is not heartfelt, it is just on the lips and it won't go. You know, sometimes we speak with some people, generally say some maybe politician or some council people, government people, or in our even our school, college of people at work, and we request them something, we ask for some favor or we ask for some help, or someone is telling us some instructions that you should do things like this, behave like it, like this, and we respond to them. So either we ask for some favor or we respond, but we know we are also saying from our lips, not from the heart. And the other person can also read that he's just saying from the lips, not from the heart. Many times we may want to say from our heart also, but we live so casually that even if we say from our heart, we don't believe in ourselves. We don't have that trust, faith, and belief in myself that, yes, I want to do this. And I'm saying it more than 50% from my heart. But I don't have the strength, inspiration, courage, faith, belief in myself that I will do it. I don't trust myself. Which is true. And how do we overcome this barrier or perception which we carry within from ourselves? It is only by taking shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, actually. By taking shelter of a guru, a transcendental personality, a Bhagavad personality, a bona fide spiritual master, we will get so much of inspiration, enthusiasm, motivation, clarity, vision, that we will, and love, care, that we will bring the change in ourselves, will bring about the change. And that is Srimad Bhagavatam. This study of Srimad Bhagavatam is to bring a disheartening, unfortunate situation. Any thoughts, questions, comments, or clarification? So, this study of Srimad Bhagavatam is to help us understand our true potential, our real worth. If someone can help me understand my real potential, he's a great friend. If someone can help me believe in myself, he's a great friend. If someone can help me inspire, help motivate, not just in thoughts but in action, to do the right cause, to do the correct cause, the proper cause, the good cause. If someone can help me take shelter of Krishna, If someone can make Krishna beautiful in front of me, Krishna is certainly beautiful, but my vision is tainted. So if someone within my tainted vision can help me clear the tainted vision and bring out the glory and beauty of Krishna, best friend, you know, real best friend, guide, help, mentor, teacher, well-wisher is someone who can make me cry for Krishna, who can make me cry out for Krishna, who can make me go in full chase for Krishna, uh, who can make me greedy to attain Krishna. And that is the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. By studying Srimad Bhagavatam under the guidance, love, care of a transcendental personality, bona fide spiritual master, we will become greedy for Krishna. So we try to take lots and lots of encouragement, inspiration, enthusiasm, clarity, motivation, build up our faith in hearing this transcendental pastimes, in hearing these prayers, heartfelt, genuine, sincere, prayers establishing one's dependence on Krishna. Prayers invoking all auspiciousness, all blessings. Prayers invoking the attention of Krishna. Prayers calling out for the association of Krishna. Prayers that make us humble. Prayers that make us calm, settle down, peaceful. Prayers that make us honest. Prayers that make us truthful, genuine. So we study these prayers, we study and we try to take inspiration in these prayers. And we, by hearing these prayers, when we glorify, we chant these prayers, we bring out our participation in these prayers. Gajendra has made it and he has paved the path, he showed the path for us to make it. And Gajendra is a personality in the past. In the sense, he has made it. This pastime is not of earthly realm as well. This pastime happened in the heavenly realm, and not currently. This is a historical event. But for us currently, Gurudev. Gurudev is the personality who has also made it, who has attained the transcendental realm, the transcendental consciousness. So when we pray to Gurudev, when we take shelter of Gurudev, when we uh, seek the blessings, see the love and care of Gurudev, we are also then entering in that transcendental realm. In Krishna consciousness, our individual participation is must. We cannot say, okay, Gajendra prayed, this is the prayers he attained, and we don't get inspired by it. No, that is not going to happen. We will get enthused, inspired, and we will follow the same path. Ours is a ascending journey, ascending, going towards Golok Vrindavan, attaining Krishna. So, with this appreciation of these prayers, somewhat admiration, respect, and desire to develop some attachment towards such transcendental personalities and such prayers, we further continue our study of Srimad Bhagavatam, specifically Gajendra's Ascent to the Spiritual World, Canto 8, Chapter 4. And today's text will begin from text 13. We'll go to the translations. So text 13 says, upon delivering the king of the elephants from the clutches of the crocodile and from material existence, which resembles a crocodile, the Lord awarded him the status of Sarupya Mukti. In the presence of the Gandharvas, the Siddhas, and the other demigods, who were praising the Lord for his wonderful transcendental activities, the Lord, sitting on the back of his carrier, Garuda, returned to his all wonderful abode and took Gajendra with him. Shri Shri Khoranda Mayapur Sashi Ki Jai. This is Krishna consciousness. Through Gajendra's prayers, everyone is benefiting. The demigods are getting so enthused. They are glorifying the prayers of Gajendra. They are glorifying the Lordship. And Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu, he took Gajendra with him and gave him Sarupya Mukti. So gave him a form exactly as his. But in Vishnu form, in the heart, the chest of Vishnu, there is a jewel which separates Vishnu from other Vaikuntha associates. But essentially, he attained a form which is similar to Lord Vishnu. Beautiful, effulgent, four-handed form. So effulgent, so beautiful, of course, transcendental, very attractive, very awe and reverent form. Gajendra attained. And this is all we all aspire to attain the spiritual body. Actually, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, in his teachings, he says what? Will Prem Bhakti Chandrika, and in his teachings what? Sadhane sadhake bhavivo jaha. So Narottam Das Thakur says what in Prem Bhakti Chandrika, I think? Sadhake bhavivo jaha siddha de bhavivo taha. Also they say what? Jaisi mati वैसी गति. Where our absorption is, where our thoughts are, where our attachment is, that is where we are. We could well be sitting in Karuna Bhavan in the temple room in ISKCON Scotland on the top of a hill in Desmego. But if my thoughts is somewhere, maybe in Jodhpur or I don't know, somewhere in Italy, physically we may be here, but where? So we are where our absorption is, where our thoughts are, where our contemplation. How much Krishna conscious we are, a sadhaka can judge for himself or herself. How much pure, how much genuine I am. Society can also judge me easily. You know, lust, where does it reside? It resides in the eyes, through my vision and through my intelligence or through my understanding of life, my focus. It can be worked out. And the sadhaka, especially someone practicing Krishna consciousness, is intelligent enough to decipher what is his level of practice. Based on what we think, our thought process, we can work out how much Krishna conscious we have become. So, sadhak ke bhavi wo jahan siddh de paye hota. What I'm thinking, where I am thinking, that determines my destiny, where I'm going. Prabhupada writes beautiful. I think one of the longest purport in Srimad Bhagavatam is in 7th canto, teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. 7th canto. You know, Kartikeya, which verse is it? One of the longest purports. Which one?
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu.
Yeah, so which verse is it? Which chapter? Or what is the verse? What does it say?
Verse 23-24.
Yeah, 7th canto, 5th chapter, text 23-24, which says on the 9 limbs of devotion service. Na? And beautiful Prahlad Maharaj is saying this to his father Hiranyakashipu, the king of the demons. This is like the second round of, say, the match Prahlad has with Hiranyakashipu. So a young boy, maybe 5 year or 7 year old in this lila, which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, and he goes and speaks to his father, who is the best of the demons. So the first round, he says, what that material existence is no good, Kriya and the Kupam. It's a dark well of ignorance altogether and all. But the father doesn't like much. Then the father sends back Prahlado, go, you need more teaching, you need more teaching. You need lots more improvement. So he sends back him to his school, and he wants the teacher Sandan Amarka to train him nicely, Prahlad. So fine, they train him again few days, and they train him in diplomacy, politics, uh, giving gifts, bribery, charity, things like that. Fine, after so furthermore training, Prahlad brought to his father Hiranyakashipu, and the same question he asked, what is the best knowledge which you have learned? What is the best thing? Come on, tell me how to rule, how to conquer, how to create chaos, and how to control. And for some things like this, he was expecting. But Prahlad, the saintly boy, eternal associate of the Lord, says what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Chanting, reading, hearing, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam, Archanam. In this purport, in Dasyam section, it's a small purport in the Dasyam section, and Prabhupada writes one sentence. Glorious, beautiful. What does Prabhupada say? If one thinks, if one just thinks that the purport is small, maybe 4 sentences or something, or 5 sentences, but one sentence, every sentence of Prabhupada is very deep message. But this one is what Prabhupada writes, if one just thinks himself to be a servant, an eternal servant of the Lord, he did not act on that platform. If he just considers, if he just thinks himself that I'm an eternal servant of the Lord, then the Lord has accepted him and he has attained it. We just need to, even though we have not become pure, like we just need to say what? Krishna, I love you. Although we don't love Krishna, perhaps, or I don't love Krishna. But if all I need to say is Krishna, I love you. Yes, Krishna, I love you. Krishna will make it happen then. And okay, I ask a question. Guru Maharaj asked this fascinating question. I'm sure every one of us present in the temple room can appreciate the question and look forward to hearing your response. So there is a question. The question is, do we think I am pure or I know I am pure? Do I think I am good or I know I am good? So leave pure. Yes. So the question, let me repeat the question. The question is, do I think I am good, I'm a good person, or do I know that I am a good person?
I think I'm a good person.
Same.
We think we are good persons. And what do we know? Do you think that you are a good person, or do you know you are a good person? We think that I'm a good person. But when it comes to knowing, what do I know? I'm not that good. Maybe. At least I can say for myself. And maybe for Karthikeya also I can say. Maybe for Kiara also I can say. I think that I'm a good person. I think that I'm a good man. I'm a good girl. I'm a good boy. But in my heart, I know I'm not so good. I'm not. Now, do I think that I'm a spiritual person, or I know that I'm a spiritual person? Do I think that I'm a pure person? Do I think that I'm pure, or do I know that I am pure?
Right now, neither.
We know we are pure. We know we are pure. We are not in that consciousness, that is a separate thing. We are Krishna's, the soul proper is pure. It is just we are caught up in this world in a misidentification crisis. I know I am pure. Now I just need to think, yes, I am pure. I don't think it like this, but I know I am pure. I know I am soul proper. Leave Krishna consciousness, leave spirituality. Many people in this world, they know, na, yes, I know I'm a good person. From inside, I know I have the heart, I can do it and all. Because we are spiritual beings, we are soul proper. So I know I am pure. Now the practice is to come to that consciousness. So I better start thinking. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, we are given this license to think that I am pure. Of course, when we say that we are given this license to think that I am pure, doesn't give us this license to go out in devotee community and tell everyone, Mr. Prabhu, I'm pure. I'm pure, I'm pure, I'm pure. No. A pure person will never claim that I'm pure. Definitely. Rather, he will never acknowledge as well that I'm pure. No. But when it comes to the science that I'm a soul proper and yes, I am pure, I'm Krishna's, I'm pure. So that acknowledgement we can have. That acknowledgement. And we have to think on those lines. If I don't think myself as beautiful, I won't be ever becoming beautiful. I am beautiful. I am Krishna's. Krishna is completely beautiful. Sachidananda Vigraha. One of the names of Mahaprabhu is Ananda Vigraha. Beautiful. So we are Krishna's. We are beautiful. And when we think on those lines that I'm a transcendental personality, we will come to our original nature. There's one message Narad Muni speaks. Personally, I like Guru Maharaj had shared once. 1.5.27. Personally, I like that. Another day, when time permits, we can go through the series as well, how it comes about. In that, Narad Muni say, in that 1.5.27, Narad Muni says something which us all sadhakas should take tremendous encouragement and inspiration from. And we should also give this message to ourselves. So I'm sure Karthike would be quite excited to read this translation. 1.5.27.
O great sage, as soon as I got a taste of the personality of Godhead, my attention to hear of the Lord was unflinching. And as my taste developed, I could realize that it was only in my ignorance that I have accepted gross and subtle coverings, for both the Lord and I are transcendental.
For both the Lord and I are transcendental. Huh? Not just the Lord is transcendental. Lord is transcendental. Lord is beautiful. I am also beautiful. But when will this come about? Narad Muni, Srila Narad Muni, he got this taste to hearing Krishna Katha. So when we also develop this taste, we have to pray, we have to make efforts, and we have to pray, cry. Two things are permitted. Actually, we are left with two things in Krishna consciousness. One is to try, and another is to cry. And howsoever we try, we won't make it. It won't come out with trying. No. But it is crying which will make it. all the try is to come to a position wherein we can cry. How do we how can we say that yes, I have tried, that my trying, I'm genuinely trying, and my trying is in the right sense when it makes me cry? If I'm not crying, then I'm not trying. All this try is to come to a point to cry for the darshan of Krishna, to cry for the vision of Krishna. Gajendra in his prayers, he cried out. He called out, he cried out to Krishna. He was making that effort. Effort doesn't necessarily mean physical labor, walking up and down the stairs, walking up and down the hill. No. More of a determination, more of a conviction, more of a faith. He had faith, determination, conviction, not in himself, in the Lord, in the prayers. That so the success of our try is when we come to a point wherein we can cry incessantly. We have to go on an incessant cry. You know, people strike in UK, people strike in India, people strike other places in Europe, and everywhere, worldwide, people strike. And sometimes in the strike, they go for something called as what? Indefinite strike. So they start the strike, but we don't know when we will end the strike, isn't it? We will end the strike only when our demands is met. Until that, we will not end the strike. That is how our cry should be. Indefinite cry. We start crying. When do we stop? Until and unless we had the darshan of Krishna. And once we had the darshan of Krishna, we cannot stop crying even then. Dhruva Maharaj, when he had the darshan of Krishna, he was crying. Prahlad Maharaj crying. Gajendra crying. And this is Krishna consciousness. It will make us cry. It will. Crying is such a valuable emotion. It is such sweet, loving emotion. You know, when boy and girl fall in love, they think that they have fallen in love. When they fall in love, they cry at some point, right? When they meet or when they separate. In many occasions, society, we cry. So we have cried a lot. We are used to crying. We have cried a lot in society. So many times, so many reasons, physically, emotionally, or hankering for something, it's like crying out. But all the societal cry is painful. It leaves us nothing but with pain. And we want to get distracted from that pain. We want to get distracted from that reality. Or we want to escape from that. We want to come out of it. But this cry in Krishna consciousness is the real cry. This is the reality. This is not escaping from the reality. This is coming to the reality. This is a cry of joy altogether, a cry of the heart, a longing, anchoring of the heart. This Gajendra, through his prayers, he experienced this, and he is leaving this for us to attain. We appreciate, we glorify his prayers, and we find our involvement also in his prayers. Let us see text 14. My dear King Parikshit, I have now described the wonderful power of Krishna as displayed when the Lord delivered the king of the elephants. It's amazing. Some places, Sukdev Goswami refers Narayan or Vishnu like that. And then some places, he comes into calling out Krishna. For us sadhakas, especially, look, our direct connection is Mahaprabhu, that lineage. Mahaprabhu, the Sad Goswamis, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, Gurudev, they are our direct lineage, they are our direct connection. So for us, what we have been given, we have been given Radha Krishna Bhajan, Radha Krishna Seva, Radha Krishna Bhakti. If you see all the Vaishnava songs, Gaura Nitai or Radha Krishna, that we sing Tulasi Aarti. What do we say in Tulasi Arti? Tulasi Krishna Priyasi Namo Namaha. Then Radha Krishna Seva Pavo Eya Abhilashi. है ना? Radha Krishna Seva Pav. And throughout in that prayer, the mood and everything is serving the divine couple, serving Radha Krishna. All the bhajans of our acharyas. So, for us, whenever even we say Lord Ram or Narayan or Vishnu or Vara or Vaman or Hiranyakashipu, it should actually remind us of Krishna. It should actually take us to Krishna. As Srila Sukadeva Goswami is saying, right? My dear King Parikshit, I have now described the wonderful power of Krishna. Although nowhere in, I think, in the stuti of Gajendra, he is calling out Krishna. He is specifically saying Krishna. No, and in this also, and Sukadeva Goswami's prayer as well, and all, or in his response as well, he's not calling out Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan, like that. But we see another places also, Jamil Katha and other pastimes, Sukadeva Goswami calls out Krishna. And look, what is Sukadeva Goswami saying? My dear King Parikshit. Who is Parikshit? His disciple. The highest disciple, as Guru Dev wants us to give us the highest, which is what? Radha Krishna Seva, Radha Krishna Smriti. Charana Smaranam Premna Tab Devasu Durlabam. Yata Katanchini Hare Mama Bhuyad Arnisham. Day and night, sweet loving remembrance of the divine pastimes of the loving divine couple, transcendental couple. So whenever we speak of Lord Balaram or Lord Ram, Vara, Vamandev, Matsya, Kurma, Parshuram, whichever incarnation, whatever, it should remind us, it should tell us of the power, the strength, the beauty, the intelligence, the knowledge, the might of Krishna. Oh, my dear King Parikshit, I have now described the wonderful power of Krishna as displayed when the Lord delivered the king of the elephants. O best of the Kuru dynasty, those who hear this narration become fit to be promoted to the higher planetary systems. Simply because of hearing this narration, they gain a reputation as devotees. Wow. Just by hearing, become devotee. One who is set in the Bhagavad Katha, one who is set in Bhagavad Katha, Bhagavad discourse, Bhagavad study, is a devotee. Simply because of hearing this narration, they gain a reputation as devotees. They are unaffected by the contamination of Kali Yuga and they never see bad dreams. Bhagavad Katha, like Srila Radha Govind Maharaj, Param Pujya Radha Govind Maharaj, such sweet, transcendental, sublime Bhagavad Katha Maharaj does. Own Bhagavad Parayan personality, what inspiration, tremendous. Maharaj's Katha, if someone listens, it's like video recording of Krishna's pastimes. Clean, clear, gentle, no messing about, no here and there, no faff, nothing. Maybe once either Maharaj's Bhagavad Katha is very funny also. Very sweet and so funny, and like one can pray that we spend hours and hours listening to Maharaj's sublime transcendental Bhagavad Katha. So I believe in one of Maharaj's Bhagavad Katha, Maharaj was mentioning what? Either Maharaj or maybe Maharaj's disciples. His disciples are also so Bhagavad Parayan, very inspiring. So believe in one of his Maharaj's Bhagavad Katha, Maharaj was sharing what? There was a Pandal program. There was a Pandal set up in India somewhere, and a Bhagavad Katha was happening. So the speaker was speaking and he was so enthused, so absorbed everything. And there were many participants listening in the Bhagavad Gita. But gradually, as time progressed, participants started withering. Uh, and came a point that all the participants in the temple room, in the hall, in the pandal, in the stage have left. All had gone. But there was only one person who was there. He was sitting and he was listening and he was not moving around. He was going nowhere. The speaker was very thrilled. The speaker was quite thrilled and he asked that personality. The speaker was quite thrilled and he asked that Mr. Listener, everyone has left the pandal, everyone has left the stage, everyone has left the temple room. How come you are still here? It seems like you are really into Bhagavad Katha, into Bhagavad listening. How come you are still here? So he replies, well, I am the stage person. I've set up all these chairs. I've set up all the carpets and mats, and I need to take all of this. I need to take the mic stand and everything. So I'm just waiting for you to stop. Once you stop, and I will grab things and take things away. But anyone who sits in Bhagavad class, anyone who studies Srimad Bhagavatam, will gain tremendous absorption, tremendous blessings. So this is Sukdev Goswami telling us, we just need to listen. Simply by listening, we'll become pure devotee. Parikshit Maharaj, what did he do? He just listened. Na? 7 days, 7 nights. And if we desire, just the desire should be there to listen. So Krishna consciousness is subtle. We don't even need to act as such, just the desire. Having the desire, we will do everything. Just the desire to listen. Parikshit Maharaj, he had the desire, he sat and he started listening. And as he started listening, he couldn't get up. No. Then Prahlad Maharaj also listened in the womb of his mother, Narad Muni, from his spiritual master, Narad Muni. He listened. Arjuna, what? He's listening in the battlefield, whatever Krishna is speaking. And for us sadhakas, what? Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya? Arna Koryo Manyasa. So when we also listen to Bhagavad Katha in the disciplic succession, if we are slightly sincere, we don't have to be heavily sincere, slightly sincere, slightly desirous, we will become more sincere, more desirous, and will attain the kingdom of God. Therefore, 15. Therefore, after getting up from bed in the morning, those who desire their own welfare, especially the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and in particular the Brahmana Vaishnavas, should chant this narration as it is, without deviation, to counteract the troubles of bad dreams. Krishna is very smart in the sense, by like in here, that to counteract the troubles of bad dreams. Certainly, we do not study Srimad Bhagavatam to counteract the troubles of bad dreams or for any of that matter to get free from say, even old age, birth, that old age disease, troubles or miseries. No, that is not our agenda. But when we, and what to do, we are so troubled. Sometimes people wear t-shirts, tops, and you can write some quotes and slogans in the top. What do they write? That do not disturb. I'm already too disturbed. Do not trouble. I'm already very troubled. So we are quite disturbed. We are quite troubled, and many times it happens. We have tried all sorts of things, all self-help books, everything, and when our back is almost like completely broken, almost completely broken, then we think maybe, okay, let's try a shot at these Hare Krishnas as well. Let's go and see what these Hare Krishnas have got to offer. So, the certain Srimad Bhagavatam, this is a side effect of counteracting the troubles of bad dreams. Just like we see na Bilwa Mangal Thakur's prayers, beautiful prayers, and all this. What मुक्तिर इत्वा अन्यथा रूपम स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थिति. This mukti na mukti is a side effect of practicing Krishna consciousness. Srila Haridas Thakur tells this. He has conversations. Srila Haridas Thakur, I don't remember clearly, but some devotee, some gentle personality was trying to glorify the holy name. He was trying to glorify the holy name, and in his effort, he was glorifying the holy name, but I don't seem so it was a proper glorification of the holy name. And Srila Haridas Thakur corrected, he said, Mukti, liberation is a side effect. It comes free. When one practices devotional service, he is free. What is the liberation? Uh, to be engaged in the service of Krishna. That is the liberation. And one who is in consciousness, wholesome consciousness, engaged in the service of Krishna is completely free. Living in this world, we chant Hare Krishna. Attaining the spiritual world also, we will chant Hare Krishna. So, this is not like we practice to counteract the effects, but also we need some sort of bind, sometimes. Shri Shri Khorata Mayapur Sashi Ki. Sometimes we need some sort of bind, some sort of thing that can pull us in Krishna consciousness. So, Krishna is extremely smart. See, what does he say to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita? Earlier on, in chapter 4, text 11, Krishna tells to Arjuna, Ye yatha ma prapadyante tam tateva bhajamyam. Mama vartmani vartante manushya partha sarvasa. As you surrender, I reciprocate accordingly. So Arjuna, make some small surrender also. We also make some small surrender and Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. Now here is, if one makes a small surrender, he is gone into the hook of Krishna. He's then caught by Krishna. Because if you make a small surrender in Krishna consciousness, what does Krishna tell? Neha Vikrama Nasosti Pratyavayo na vidyate. Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Swalpam, a little effort. In this practice or endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. And a slight advancement in Krishna consciousness can free one from the most dangerous type of fear. And what is the most dangerous type of fear? Death, or this heavy attachment in matter, or fear of losing out this human form of life. So, when one is slightly surrendered or slightly practicing Krishna consciousness, Krishna reciprocates with him, giving him a higher joy, a higher taste. And then that makes the person slightly more greedy. Then he wants to do more. He wants to do more. And what does Krishna say then to Arjuna? Oh, you want to do more? Come on then. Sarva dharma parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Now abandon all varieties of religion and surrender completely. Now I will take everything from you with interest. I won't spare anything. So Krishna is very smart. To begin with, okay, we come with some problems of wanting something and all, but no problem. Yeah, come with whatever we want, but Krishna will give us the highest thing. So when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, such a rasik study, such a rasik pastime, we find tremendous enthusiasm, encouragement, inspiration, hope, clarity, reality, we would want to study more and more. Just slight desire, slight sincerity, slight inquisitiveness is required. Krishna knows us by our heart, not from our heart. He knows us. So he sees any small speck of desire, if it is there, any small speck of interest, if it is there, then he will make all opportunity for further more inspiring devotee association. And it is only in this inspiring devotee association Srimad Bhagavatam comes live. The message of Krishna consciousness comes live. 16 says, O best of the Kuru dynasty, the supreme personality of Godhead, the super soul of everyone, being thus pleased, addressed Gajendra in the presence of everyone there. Wow. He spoke the following blessings. Such amazing and sweet. We see in second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th chapter, Krishna is educating Lord Brahma in the science of creation, this universe, and furthermore, Lord Brahma born or took his birth from the navel of Lord Krishna, Lord Narayan, and he was clueless. Who am I? Where am I? And the message he got, Tapa, do meditation, austerity. And then through his meditation, austerity, purification, he had the darshan of Krishna, he had the dialogue with Krishna. And in that towards, as Krishna comes to see Brahma or as he departs after giving instruction to Brahma, Krishna shakes hands with Lord Brahma. Now that is such a sweet encounter. Krishna coming forward and shaking hand, giving his hand. Furthermore, what do we see when Gopkumar in his advancement in attaining the kingdom of God? So he goes higher and higher in the material realms, and then in the material planets, and then Vaikuntha, and furthermore lokas, Ayodhya, Saket, Dwarka, Uloka, and then comes a point in his journey wherein he sees Krishna and Krishna embraces him. Krishna hugs him and embraces him. Dhruva Maharaj having darshan of Krishna, Dhruva Maharaj is perplexed. What to do? I was praying, I was wanting, I was hoping for him. He has arrived, but now I don't know how to see. So on these lines, Gajendra also is praying heartfelt. When our prayers are genuine, help will be there. Help is there. When our prayers are genuine. Now Lord Narayan has come, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has come to see Gajendra. He has freed Gajendra. And he has seen Gajendra. He has freed him from the wrath of the crocodile, and he is taking him with him to the spiritual world. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, freed from all sinful reactions are those who rise from bed at the end of night, early in the morning, and fully concentrate their minds with great attention upon my form, your form, this lake, this mountain, the caves, the gardens, the cane plants, the bamboo plants, the celestial trees, the residential quarters of me, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, the three peaks of Trikuta mountain made of gold, silver, and iron, my very pleasing abode, the ocean of milk, the silver and iron, the ocean of milk, the white island, Shweta Dvipa, which is always brilliant with spiritual rays, my mark of Shivatsa, the Kostaba gem, my Vijayanti garland, my club, my Komodaki, my Sudarshan disc, and Panchajanya conch shell, my bearer, Garuda, the king of the birds, my bed, Seshana, my expansion of energy, the goddess of fortune, Lord Naga, Lord Brahma, Narad Muni, Lord Shiva, Prahlad, my incarnations like Matsya, Kurma, and Vara, my unlimited all auspicious activities which yield piety to he who hears them. The sun, the moon, the fire, the mantra, Omkara, the absolute truth, the total material energy, the cows and brahmanas, devotional service, the wives of Soma and Kashyapa, who are all daughters of King Daksha. The rivers Ganges, Saraswati, Nanda, and Yamuna, Palindi, the elephant Airavata, Dhruva Maharaj, the seven rishis, and the pious beings. No sin can enter our consciousness, our uh, life, our existence. No sin can enter when we are actually absorbed in hearing the pastimes of the Lord, when we are absorbed in Krishna Katha, when we are absorbed in reading, hearing, chanting. Krishna is completely pure. He's completely pure. And anything and anyone coming in contact with him is undoubtedly going to become pure, attain the same nature. Krishna's nature is what? Ever blissful, full of knowledge for eternity. This human form of life gives us that opportunity to attain that blissful nature for eternity. Since eternity, we have been struggling hard in material existence. But now we have an opportunity to attain Krishna, be with Krishna personally and directly for eternity. Further, Sukdev Goswami says, my dear devotee, unto those who rise from bed at the end of night and offer me the prayers offered by you, I give an eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their lives. Wow. Now, this Gajendra Moksha pastime and even Bhagavad Gita, certain chapters, chapter 15, sometimes 4 as well, is read in India in some Hindu tradition, in some settings, when someone passes away, when someone leaves the body. So, as process of the funeral rites, what involves, they study chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. Then those who study Bhagavatam also study this Gajendra Moksha pastime. We need lots, some sorts of bait or lure to entice us to the consciousness. Certainly, we are not pure. We need some support to begin with. So this is not tremendously encouraging. But see, this is not like a conditional deal going on. With demigods, it's more of a conditional deal. Demigod worship is a worship more of a conditional deal, and the gifts, the benedictions that come from that worship is also limited and temporary. It is a not at all eternal or permanent. But what Srimad Bhagavatam, studying these prayers, what comes from them? Srimad Bhagavatam and studying these prayers, what is Krishna offering us? Sukdev Goswami is saying, Krishna himself offering, Supreme Personality of Godhead saying that I give an eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their life. We are so used to listening. Radio, BBC, lots and lots. And thing is, we listen something and then we hop and jump around. We all have perhaps a favorite song, pop song, Hollywood, Bollywood sort of song. But a bit of irony is it doesn't stay favorite for a good amount of time. It keeps on changing. But when we come to Krishna Bhakti, then the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will be our favorite song forever, for eternity. It is the song of the soul proper, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the song of the soul proper. And this is where soul will find its saturation in Krishna Bhakti. Otherwise, there's no freedom or liberation or saturation for the soul. However one may try, whatever one may try, however one may try. Real knowledge is to love Krishna. Real knowledge is to take shelter of Krishna, to love Krishna, and to think. Even thinking in societal sense, if we think doesn't work, whatever we think it is, we have to put it into action. We have to bring it into action. But Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna consciousness, it tells us if we just think that we are devotee of Krishna, that thinking itself is sublime and it will make us a reality one day and one day soon. Just desiring to study Srimad Bhagavatam, desiring to listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. And we see this beautiful pastime in the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam comes now. Oh, there was this Brahmana, Atmaram or something, his name. And the story is something, he has two sons, Dundukari and Gokhara. One of the son was gentle pious, but the other son was very notorious. And was tremendously notorious. So the notorious son, because of his ill activities, ill actions, very sinful activities, sinful action, he left his body, and after leaving his body, he attained a very hellish realm. And so much he became like a ghost. No, he couldn't find a body to as a residence. So he lived as a ghost, and he was having a horrible life, very suffocating life. And his other brother Gokara, he was pious, gentle, he was very much in faith in sadhus, brahmanas, scriptures, in the message of the Godhead, Srimad Bhagavatam. So this Dundukari, the sinful personality, he approached his brother in ghostly body, and he's telling, "Brother, help me out. Help me out. I'm suffering terribly. I don't have a body. I don't have a shelter. And I realize I made mistakes and all, and I'm suffering. I'm going through this suffering, which is unbearable. I beg you kindly do some arrangement, help me out." So his brother, out of his compassion, what will he do? He will give him consciousness only. Doesn't matter whatever his current stage is. Even if a ghost, devotees, what have they got to offer? Nothing but Krishna conscious. So the brother arranged a Bhagavad pastime, Bhagavad Katha. He arranged a Bhagavad discourse, a study of Srimad Bhagavatam for his ghostly brother. The saintly brother arranged a Bhagavad discourse study for his ghostly brother. He invited a devotee to give glorify Srimad Bhagavatam and on the importance of studying and listening to Srimad Bhagavatam, this message. And there were many in that Pandal program, in that field, in that hall. Many were engaged in listening. And what this ghostly personality, he started listening day one. From day one, as he was listening, first minute, first few minutes, first hour, first few hours, first day, he was getting nourishment, he was getting encouragement, he was getting Srimad Bhagavatam study will give us what? It will give us three things. Shok mo bhayapava. It will take away lamentation, shok, and give us a shok. It will make us free from lamentation. Then it will take away illusion and fear. So that the ghostly personality, his lamentation was going off, his fear was going off, his illusion was going off. He was finding so much of nourishment studying or just listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. He was listening in a pole. Inside a pole, he just kept himself from, and the speakers were coming very strong from the pole, and he was listening attentively with faith. So after listening this course or study of Srimad Bhagavatam 1 day or 3 day or 5 day, what happened? The speaker ended, say the or close or rested the study of Srimad Bhagavatam, the discourse. All the audience, all the devotees and others assembled in the audience, they also heard the message, got it, and went to their respective places. And the saintly brother who arranged it, he also thanked the devotee and everything and went off safe. And praying and asking what happens to my brother. And the brother, he attained his spiritual body. He came in his spiritual body and he attained God. And he said, thank you for arranging this. Now the saintly brother, he was a bit shocked that everyone sitting here, they are listening, I have listened, and how come you, as sinful as you, and you became this transcendental personality? So that's it. All I did is I just listened. As I listened, a desire invoked in me. I had this desire. I just listened with some faith. I listened with some attention, and my faith was building, my desire was building, my attention was building. And gradually, I got purified in my faith, and I attained Godhead. And by the blessings again of that transcendental personality, his saintly brother also benefited, who Hopefully, we feel very enthused and encouraged from the sublime prayers of Gajendra. In the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. And thank you ever so much for your continuous support, encouragement, blessing. If there are any questions, comments, or clarifications or additions, then kindly say. Otherwise, as we have been doing, we try to glorify Shishi Khorantai Mayapur Sashi, the Lordship Gauranita. So we chant a little bit and we can sing maybe Bhaja Gauranga Kaya Gauranga. Very short prayer, beautiful prayer. And I think, not sure if we have a reference for the author of this sweet sublime prayer. But yeah, sweet prayer, sublime prayer. And our Acharya, yes, Karthika.
I heard somewhere that this song was written by wife of Mahaprabhu.
Oh, yeah. Bhaj Gauranga, Kah Gauranga, Leh Gaurangera Naam Re, Bhaj भज गौरांगा कह गौरांगा गौरांगे नाम रे भज जय जना गौरांगा भजे से हो अमरान रे जय जना गौरांगा भजे से हो अमर प्राण रे भज गौरांगा कह गौरांगा लह गौरांगे नाम रे गौरांग बोलिया दुबाहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बेड़ावे गौरांग बोलिया दुबाहु तुलिया नाचिया नाचिया बेड़ावे भज गौरांगा कह गौरांगा लह गौरांगे नाम रे गौरांग भजिले गौरांग जपिले दुखेरो अवसान रे गौरांग भजिले गौरांग जपिले होय दुखेरो अवसान रे भज गौरांगा कह गौरांगा लह गौरांगेरा नाम Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपद गौर प्रेमानंदी संतराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदी.
His Grace Ananda Vigraha Prabhu ki